びの時代は終わる。
Hi guys, it's your boy Ambush Lifer here, back with another video, and for today, I'll be doing a new part of What If Deku was in Food Wars. Sorry for not uploading this video this What If for a while. I'm really sorry for that, but I really hope you enjoy. Out of the way, let's begin the story. It was a new day in Totsuki Academy. We got to see our lovely Megumi, in the Polar Star dormitory, packing up her suitcase until... Okay. Oh, my petite knife. Where did I remember to pack it? She rummaged through her suitcase to see if her petite knife was there. Luckily, she found it and said, "Oh, there it is." Whew. After that, she packed up her suitcase again until she remembered her timer and said, "What about my timer? I know I packed it somewhere. Where is it?" She was panicking, rummaging through her suitcase, looking for her cooking essentials, until two people came into the room to be revealed as Ryoka Sakaki and Yuki Yoshino, and said to Megumin, "They're just explaining the competition today. Yeah, you don't need any of your gear yet." Megumin replied saying, "Are you sure?" Ryoka replied saying that, "Girl, you're never going to change." While the girls were talking, two people entered the room. This time, the two people are revealed to be Izuku Midoriya and Katsuki Bakugo, and said, "Hey Megumi, the car's already here for us." "Yeah, babe, if we don't hurry, we're going to be late. It's time for us to go." They went into the car to be driven to the location, to which, when they arrived, Izuku was called to the office to be given his instructions, to which he followed. When he arrived at the office, he saw three people in the room. There was Erina Nakari, Satoshi Ishiki, and Etsuya Aizen, to which they explained who Izuku is, who Izuku's circumstance, or what Izuku's circumstances would be. Ishiki just said, "Hey there, Izuku," or is it Soma? "Soma is fine, Ishiki." Okay then, Soma, the results of the draw are in. You would be competing in the first round of the upcoming competition. Your theme would be the bento box. To which Izuku replied, "Bento? Bento box? Like normal bento box?" "That is up to you. Be sure to get all your prep work done early. You would be in the finals tomorrow." "This is a surprise. Guess this school can be down to earth, I guess. I mean, a bento box, that is really, and I do mean really common." To which Erina replied, "Soma, do you even know what you're saying? I know you get it, judging from the sarcastic saying you said. But let me explain. The bento was developed in Japan and has its own unique culture. By choosing the seasonal ingredient, the bento has remained beloved in a lot of culinary circles. The word bento as well is known even in the French dictionary. It is appropriate of hot cuisine." To which Izuku said to Erina, saying, Thank you, Erina, for explaining as well as catching what I was saying. I know that a bento is a very unique dish that is served in many culinary circles. So essentially, me and my opponent are tasked to make a bento that would satisfy the judge. May I ask a question again?" "Sure," Erina said. "And stop calling me Erina, and start calling me with the nickname, okay?" Izuku said, "Sorry about that, Rina, but my question is there a secret factor to this dish we make? Just asking. Erna just says that is for us to know and you as the culinary student to find out. To which Ishiki butts in and said, this is very weird. Irina's being nice. Interesting. After their talk, Etsuya Aizen received the phone call and said, very well. I have a client to attend to, if you would excuse me. While walking out, he stopped beside Izuku and said, Izuku Midoriya, promise me you will give it your all and win tomorrow. You don't want to lose this battle. That would be disappointing. Saying those words to Izuku while walking out of the office, to which Izuku has a face of disdain towards Aizen, then looked at both Irina and Ishiki and said, so, who would I be competing against? To which we switch to a different perspective to see the Getten Hall, as well as hearing Urara Kawashima announcing the fall selection. The moment you all been waiting for is here. It's the finals of the fall selection. Contestants ready? Audience ready? Let's begin the first battle of the competition. First up is a contestant in A block who got first place, Izuku Midoriya. The Polar Star Dormitory start cheering for Izuku, and essentially a lot of people from Polar Star were cheering for Izuku until Urara continued and said, and the opponent he will be up against is the contestant who grabbed the top spot at B block, Alice Nakari. To which Katsuki commented, saying, Alice Nakari, huh? This is going to be hard for Izuku. She is the granddaughter of the school director. She has competed in countless competitions and won them all. She is a genius, known as the prodigy of molecular gastronomy. Her curry dish was said to got the best score in the preliminaries using the very latest cooking techniques. It definitely made an impact. I agree with you with that, Bakugo, but the question is, how will Izuku combat this? To which Katsuki just grins and answers the question by saying, knowing Soma, he would win this easily. Takumi looked at Bakugo with a face saying, are you insane? And said, do you know who she is and how capable she is? Oh, I know. Then you must, and that is why Soma is going to win. Because he has faced a lot more tougher opponents than her and won it. So I'm not really scared for Soma of losing because I know he's going to win. Takumi was shocked to what Bakugo said and continued saying, I hope Izuku wins as well. Oh, he will win. This no problem. Just sit back, relax, and just enjoy what you're about to see. I hope you're right, Takumi said. We go to see Izuku facing against Alice. Then Alice said something to Izuku. Aren't you lucky? Get ready to be enthralled today by me and my cooking. To which the screen spans out to see Alice's workstation, and a lot of people said, whoa, look at her equipment, it's like from outer space. To which Zenji Moroi said, sitting up here in the stands has my sensitive skin tingling with anxiety, to which he has to go against the Nakri family here. Yeah, Shun said. The pressure is on. He definitely has his work cut out for him. We go back to Izuku and Alice. It really is a shame now, isn't it? We are finally together on stage and I'll only experience your famous cooking once. Yeah, but if you lose, you'll see more in the stands. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen. Your skills mostly rely on showmanship and are hopelessly, let's just say, outdated. there's no match for a trained culinary mind. To which Izuku unexpectedly yawned from exhaustion, saying that, Alice saying that, aw, look at you. Too tired to get any sleep last night? Well, yes and no. Yes, because I was up all night doing some stuff, and no, because I'm getting tired of your princess attitude. But don't worry about me. This is just a normal everyday battle for me. We've got a guest. We got guest with peaky taste, knives sharp and gleaming, and ingredients all laid out. The only thing difference is going up against you. So get ready, because you're going to lose today and be surprised at what you have released as your opponent. Here we go, folks. The theme is bento boxes. 2 hours would be placed on the clock. To which the director said, "Now let's begin the battle." To which Izuku and Alice start to cook their dishes. Alice, using her knowledge in molecular gastronomy, using vials with the red liquid in them, as well as using a centrifuge to mix a red liquid in the vials. To which people at the Polar Star dormitory start to question Alice's cooking methods and are a little bit confused. To which Izuku was chopping and preparing his ingredients, while Alice was self-gloating while preparing her ingredients with ease. To which Izuku looked over to Alice and said, "Ah, huh? What's wrong?" "Well, you made fun of some showmanship earlier, but you're quite good at it." "Well, of course I am." "Well, geez, such a dolt, and don't you know it's not polite to stare?" "That's very funny, coming from you, who were doing the same thing at training camp." Everybody starts to chatter among themselves. While everybody was chatting among themselves, Alice was finishing her dish and presented to the judges, to which Urara said, "Looks like the first one is ready to serve, and it's Alice Nakari. Well, who's ready for lunch?" To which everybody in Polar Star starts to question what Alice made. "Huh? She put out something strange again, huh?" To which one of the judges say, "How fitting for a celebration of fine cuisine. This presentation piques one's interest." To which the lid was pulled up to reveal an assortment of what looks like to be sushi. To which the director, Nakari, said, "Temari sushi, oh. Yes, I've showcased my vast culinary technique to this specialized temari bento." One of the judges say, "This is this is very exquisite. This smoke is actually liquid nitrogen, I see. That your intent was to preserve the sushi's freshness using cold air. Gentlemen, please, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to eat this bento starting from top left. First, we have the bounty of the sea, abalone, topped with a delicate touch of foam. I made this portion by turning a stalk of kombu seaweed into foam, and the toppings were pressed between two sheets of kombu." To which Hisako Arato commented, saying, Sandwiching them in kombu removes a bit of moisture and also preserves the dish. It's a good cooking technique for a bento box." "Yes, it is, but I don't think that's the only reason for using kombu. This is a skipjack tuna. It was aged for 2 days in low temperature, bringing out its bold flavor." One of the judges was delighted about this and said it was very delicious. Note that the tuna has inosinic acid, while the kombu contains glutamic acid. When combined, the umami components create a lovely synergistic effect. By eating this bento in successive order, the umami profile grows more completely at the refined palate. Everybody was shocked and talked amongst themselves about Alice's dish. She continues on explaining her dish on and of its components and what chemicals are in the dish, to which the judges were awed of the flavor of umami in each bite. To which the director said, "From this small bento box, a knowledge of fine cuisine has burst into existence." Everybody was wrong to the director, was very surprised that the director was showing his muscular body and tearing his clothing. "Excellent job there, Alice." Everybody in the venue started to talk how amazing Alice Nakari is. This is the renowned Tosuke Academy. Any cowards who would buckle under these conditions is dead weight. Behold. The director points to Izuku's booth, and then Izuku said, Okay then, it's time." He grabs his bandana and puts it on his head, and then the pressure from the venue increases to the point you were like being judged for something that you have done. While that happened, Izuku took out a fried object from the fryer, and put his chopsticks in a bowl. "5 bento boxes, order up," Izuku said. "There is at least one cook that doesn't falter in face of insurmountable odds. Izuku Midoriya, what have you prepared?" Izuku said, "Seaweed bento," to which everybody in the crowd started to question Izuku's strategy except one person, that being Katsuki Bakugo. Bakugo said, "Typical Soma," doing a grand entrance to everything. The Polish Star Dormitory wondered about this and asked Bakugo, "What do you mean by typical Soma, Bakugo?" Katsuki just said that, "Just watch and see." Alice walks over to Izuku and asks, "Hey, Izuku, yeah? What's a seaweed bento? Really? You seriously don't know? You want me to make you a bento afterwards? I can give you some. To your question, this is not your typical variety. It's Midoriya-style evolved seaweed bento. Please help yourself, gentlemen. This here is a food jar. It's made from all stainless steel. You can keep things like rice, soup hot until it's ready to eat. Wow, Japan's bento boxes has come a long way, haven't they? Some modern ones can keep things nice and hot for half a day or sometimes more. If you put the soup while it's piping hot, it will help keep the rice warm as well. Really, that's so clever." The judges start to eat Izuku's bento and can't help but be amazed at the flavor of each bite. To which one of the judges say, "This shredded burdock root is mellow, but it has a depth of flavor. Oh, I have a secret. You just have to add a hint of mayonnaise and balsamic vinegar." How thoughtful. You made this considering the smallest detail. It seems the answer lies in the fish stock. I see it now. It was made with maguro tuna flakes. Exactly right. I simmered the cod in maguro and seaweed from Rishuri Island. The judges were amazed at the delicious cod and then went to the miso soup. One of the judges commented that the miso soup is made with bacon and onions, to which the judges were marveled by the taste of the miso soup. Incidentally, there's a little trick to the soup that makes this bento work even better. Just add the stock ingredients and seasoning to the food jar And voila! In a few hours, you'll have a sweet-tasting soup with veggies cooked through. Whoa, that is really convenient, Alice said. Well, Izuku said, though I put mine over freeze because of the time limit. You do seem quite knowledgeable about bento boxes. I guess so. I have made them before at the family dinner back home. But it's not enough to beat me. Oh yeah? You have to let me try it sometime. Sure, it will be fine. But still, the thing about your bento box are you confident that it was great? What are you saying? Alice said. Did you put everything you have in yourself, including your soul, into your own creation? One of our regular customers was a old lady named Mrs. Kale. She came almost every day, but then she hurt her lower back and couldn't come anymore. So I gave her a bento box to convey something to her. You should have a taste, but you should have more about something that lies beyond taste. To which the judges start to eat the rice, to be yet again marveled by what's inside, and for Izuku to reveal that it's mixed with traditional sweets to feel like a kid again. Traditional sweets, Alice said. I don't get it. Izuku said, Here, try some. Before the judges could finish Izuku's dish, Izuku said, Oh, I need you to save a third of your rice, please. There's another compartment on the top of the container. To which Izuku's dish was marveled by the judges, but before Alice could say anything that will seem like she's going to win, the director said, This is not considered idealism, Alice. Look, Alice, your bento box used cold air, but Izuku Midoriya's came to a different conclusion. First, he considered his bento box from the outside, then infused it with a sense of flair where heat was the source of its deliciousness. The result was this bento, of course. Of course, yours was remarkable, but the difference here is that you could have served this dish if it were a sushi battle. You did nothing more than apply your skills to the content of the box, not including what is within the person who created or cooked the dish. So, we as judges vote Izuku Midoriya as the winner. To which everybody in Polar Star started to celebrate, and Izuku gave a thumbs up to the crowd and said, Glad you liked it, everyone! To which that's it. I really hope you enjoy this series. I'm sorry if it's a little bit short and, a little bit late. I'm really sorry about that. But like I always say, like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye!